on the timeline, if a girl isn't fucking up a good thing, her friends will encourage her to try harder. You have to understand that friends are either neutral or working against you. Very rarely will they tell her, hey, don't fuck up a good thing. Because if they're single, they want her to be single and miserable with them. If they're married, they kind of keep hands off. That's the one thing you have to kind of like learn is once girls get older and start getting into the married thing, marriages, because girls are very, it's temporary. They understand that like their friends that are girlfriends, that are moms or married girlfriends, it's very temporary because they're just kind of going through this part of their life together. And then at some point they'll break away. Girls come and, just like they leave their family and become your family. Whereas guys, we kind of like move through the world and everybody attaches themselves to us or then breaks away. Girls are always in transition going from one part of their life to the next. So the thing that you have to remember, and I put another tweet in here, is you have to be on your guard of her friends. And I would always kind of set it up, especially if you're younger, to kind of be disparaging of them. Susie, she's kind of a slut. She did fuck those 3 guys that weekend. Always kind of like put a little doubt in her mind that her friends don't make the best decisions. And you only have to be around them for like 10 minutes and you'll very quickly realize her friends, that's what I said. This is why her friends need to be undermined and subtly disparaged. Cindy said, what? She's kind of a slut, Maddie is too fat to keep a guy. Janet couldn't keep a man to save her life. And Skylar fucked 3 of my friends at a party. You need to know that her friends all voted on a decision to dump you. So you need to always put in her mind a doubt of the veracity or the good judgment of her friends, because they will work against you. If she dates a bunch of single sluts, they are not going to be happy with her being happy in a relationship with you. They will want her to be single and slutting it up with them. And that's not where she's going to go. She's going to go with you. So you need to be aware of that. Her friends are not working for you ever. If anything, they're neutral or working against you. So just keep that in mind. Quite often, and you'll see this, like if a girl goes out and does like girls' night out, or she's hanging around a certain girl 2 or 3 times a week, but you notice like when she comes home, she's combative or disagreeable or just kind of short with you. Well, you need to put an end to that relationship. You either throw a wrench in and go, hey, you got to get rid of your friend. Or you can do it in a subtle manner of just making sure she never has the time or the opportunity to go out with that friend anymore. But you have to look for cause and effect. If you start seeing her acting weird after she comes home from going out with a friend, the friend's kind of poisoning the well. So you need to be aware of these things. Again, if a girl isn't fucking up a good thing, which is you, her friends will encourage her to try harder. This happens way more than most men realize, and far more often and well into adulthood. You think of this thing as one of those things like it's a high school or a college issue. It's just as prevalent with adults as anything. I mean, you see girls that are doing just fine. They divorce, they get a good guy, and her single friends who can't find a man to save their lives will start working against that relationship. Because she's going to talk about it, but they can spin anything negative and it's just not going to work out. So you got to remember it's you against 4 or 5 of her slut friends, and you need to cut that off to a certain extent. Always be aware they're working against you, and it's very rarely will they be in your favor. If anything, they're neutral or working against you.